Hey everybody, I've been wanting to do this video for such a long time. I want to teach you just a few tips on how to be sex positive parents. So I'm a mom of 4 kids and I'm expecting my 4th grandchild coming up soon. I'm a sexual educator, a world sex coach, a communications coach, and also a couples evaluator. So I'm here to talk to you about how to talk to your kids about sex. I used to be a teacher in the 90s, a sex ed teacher in the 90s, and now I'm a sexual educator. I talk about pleasure, and I get a lot of adults that have been traumatized in their childhood because the parents either didn't talk to them properly about sexuality or they were shamed, and that's what we want to make sure that doesn't happen to kids that grow up, because you want them to have a healthy sexual life with their future partner, their husband, their wife, their life mate. They need to know that sexuality is pleasurable, it's healthy, it's a way for you to connect, and it's actually linked to having a healthier life. So if you have a great sex life, you can be healthier as an individual. So why not help them from the very beginning so that we can talk to them the way they need to hear all about sex. And you don't want them to hear it from porn or from friends in the schoolyard. You need to keep the lines of communication open so that you're the person that they're going to come to if they ever have a problem. So I'm going to start off with how to talk to babies. So 1-year-old, a 2-year-old, really use the proper anatomy language. So you're going to talk about the vulva, which I hope you know is the whole area of the woman, it's the clitoris and the vagina. We call that the vulva. Too many people call that the vagina still. So we need to call that the vulva and the clitoris and the vagina. Go ahead, teach them those names, the individual names, penis, testicles. Go ahead and say those names the way you would teach, this is your arm, this is your hand. They own those parts. Give them the proper terms so that when they hear it down the road, they're not going to get all silly and it's going to be weird for them or not natural for them. They're going to hear this as a natural part of speech. And they're going to be able to talk to you about those parts when they have any kind of issues in the future. Something else that's really important, talk about masturbation. So that's hard, talking about masturbation. So you catch your child masturbating. What do you say? Don't panic, breathe. It's okay, it's natural. And that's exactly what you can tell the child, that, oh, that's natural, we all do that. You need to do it in the bedroom, it's a private thing. So make sure you have that conversation and you follow up on that's a private thing if it happens again. And you bring them to the bedroom and have the talk in the bedroom. Just a quick, natural talk. So what about the birds and the bees? So you can actually keep it very simple. The sperm meets the egg. You can tell them the story, their story, how they were born. Keep it very, very simple when they're young. And when they're older, you can get a little bit more, get more details going. You can get some literature and give them a more detailed talk about menstruation, wet dreams, that kind of a thing. So what about wet dreams? I need to give you a little bit of detail of what to do about the wet dream talk. So don't have that talk actually, but you can tell the child you're growing up now, you're getting more mature, your body's changing. These are an extra pair of sheets just in case you need them. So that's going to be the hint that, or go right and talk to them. If you've been talking to them all along and they feel natural and it feels easy, go ahead and talk to them. But if not, they're going to understand that those extra sheets are for them to change. Teach them how to change a bed. You can teach them how to do laundry at that age. Why not? All my kids had to learn how to do laundry at 14 years old. And that way they're going to grow up knowing that this is all natural. There's nothing weird. And it's really important for them to eventually know that masturbation is an important part for you to get to know your body. And eventually when they're older, in their late teens, they can, learn that self-pleasure is a way for you to share that with your future partner. So whatever you learn about your body, you need to learn to share that with your future partner in your committed relationship, because it means that you're going to know what you love and you can share that with your future partner when they're ready for that stage. So there you have some tips to help you to become sex positive parents. I know this is scary for a lot of you, but I want you to know that there's a lot of schools, countries in Europe that teach comprehensive sex ed, and those are the countries that have lower STIs, lower teen pregnancies. The studies show it over and over again. If we keep the communication open, our kids are not going to get pregnant as quickly, and also they won't contract STIs. So check out those studies, Google it. You're going to see that in Germany, Sweden, Netherlands, France, they have a comprehensive sexual education, and it's important to talk to kids openly so that they don't do it hiding and cheating and feeling bad about it. It's really, really important for you to talk about it openly. So when it comes time to talk about contraception, they're going to know that they can talk to you about it. Actually bring it up. You can ask the girls, has anybody in your class, does anybody have their period yet? And that could be a good time to talk about contraception, or even before. Actually, they say that it's best to talk about it at around 9 to 10 years old, because it could happen before that, at around that age, so talk about it before that time. So that gives you some tips, and I'm ready to answer your questions. Please feel free to email me. I'm at relationshipbliss.ca. I'm the author of Honeymoon Playbook, and you can find me on Facebook at Relationship Bliss. And I really hope that you're not scared to talk to your kids very openly and naturally about sexuality, because it's the right thing to do for them. Thank you so much. My name is Marie-Claire Corbett.